Yo, this is a Jujutsu Kaisen tier list video with the characters that are already selected here at the bottom because this tier list was already pre-made. But we're gonna go through it. There will be some spoilers potentially. Hopefully, you guys have seen most of it. If not, just skip to the end, see where people rank. In my opinion, of course, and leave a comment. Whoever you think should be S tier, who you think should be D tier, and if I got any wrong in your opinion, just let me know. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with Maki. Maki is a character that I think is super dope, but I think that where her character is now in anime, she is B to A tier, in my opinion. I feel like once the show progresses more, her cooler side shows a lot. But I think she's up there for sure. So I'm gonna put her at A. Now we got Geto. Now Geto is we're gonna go off of the prequel and like the prequel episodes. I think Geto is an S tier villain because he gets down to business, and that's what I love about like villains in TV shows. They're honestly the best because like they don't pity around and waste time, and they try to get stuff done. you know, Nanami. This is gonna be a controversial take. I think Nanami is A tier. I don't think he's S tier. And I'm not trying to be different or anything. I think Nanami is a great character, but he's also lacking the potential to be S tier. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. Like I like Nanami. Nanami is one of my favorite characters, but just because he's one of my favorite characters doesn't mean I think he's an S tier character. Now, with him being one of the main characters in the show, I think he is an important character for sure. But that doesn't mean that they're always going to be S tier if they're the main characters for sure. Same with like Nabara here. I think she's pretty B tier. She's a cool character, little quirky character with her hammer powers. Her hammer powers are pretty dope. But as a character, I think she isn't too special or too bad. Now Gojo though, I think he's S tier, and I think everybody thinks he's S tier. Let's be real, it's Gojo. Gojo is pretty much that guy. He's super cool. He's super like funny when it comes to like his fighting styles compared to people weaker than him. And he's just strong. He's insanely strong. He's pretty cool. Um, that's pretty much all I got to say about Gojo. I'm trying not to spoil any things really when I talk about most of these characters. But now we got Hanami. Hanami, for a villain, I'm gonna put her at B. She is pretty cool. She had that fight early on with Itadori and them, so it was pretty cool to see. Her fight against Gojo really wasn't a fight. Like I said, sorry for spoilers, but it was. She's a character, you know. She's there. But now we got Jogo though. I think Jogo is S tier. In the beginning of the show, Gojo made us think Jogo was weak, but Jogo quickly proven himself to be a dominant character. Like I'm not gonna lie, Jogo's actually pretty cool, and there's some scenes where he just like killed an entire restaurant. I think back in like season two or something early on, in like a flashback. He, like I said, characters who just are not afraid to like kill other people, like villain wise, are insanely, insanely like cool to me. Ichiji, Ichiji, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's just there. He's a character. uh, Yuta. We haven't seen much of him, so I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him at A. I feel like if you did see or read the manga or know what's going on, he'll be more S tier. But right now, just gonna keep him at A. Safe pick. I actually forgot his name, but he has the blood powers. I think most of the people in the other school, I think, are not high tier characters. Most of them. This just again my opinion though. We got Mai again. I'm gonna put them at B. But my man here, S tier. He's hated. I hate him. I hate him for so many reasons. But like I said, his character, he gets stuff done. Like like obviously, if I went on by if I liked him or not, he'd be down here. Mahito is just a menace. But his character, I have to put him at S. I have to. Mekamaru. So here's the thing. If you've seen the show, starting, I put him here. Towards the end, I put him at A. But I gotta put him at C because it's his form. It was the rival school fight arc, whatever. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but that's where he stands from there on out. But like I said, later on in the show, I'd put him at A as a character, but right now it's just a C. Now, Miwa, useless. Useless character. I think she is a pretty cool character because she's relatable. Because, you know, she's like, I want to do this because I'm poor. But she's is useless. Her, useless. If you've seen like towards the end of the show where Mekamaru was like, I don't want anybody getting hurt, they proved it to themselves. They pulled up on the enemy and gave the biggest "I'm not him" performance I've ever seen in my life. Like they're just not it. I don't know, man. Panda, Panda's another safe pick. It's Panda. You know, you got the anime animal character who isn't human, but he has like a soul, and I mean, he has three souls. Panda gorilla and the panda main form, and then he has a sister form. I don't think we saw yet, but Panda's a safe pick for a B tier character for sure. Sukuna. I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the villains are gonna be S tier in the show because they just do a pretty darn good, darn good enemy villain in the show. They do a great job for sure. So Sukuna's definitely up there. Like, you got a guy who tells people to bow down, not move until I tell you to, or he will like destroy you. And people are like quivering, shaking. They're so scared. Like, he's just all in all a great, great character for sure. Toto, S tier. It's Toto, besto friendo. He's like literally, he was like one of my favorite characters for the moment. Like, he got on the screen. Him and Itadori fighting side by side, and him like teaching him, being his his like best friend brother mentality. Dreams are pretty funny too, but he's just an overall strong, dope character. Toge, I put him at A. I love his ability. Obviously, he's a man of few words because his curse technique is his voice. But his character is a cool design, and his powers are pretty dope. Megami, I think Megami is S tier. I love his curse techniques with the dogs, with the owl, the frogs, bunnies, anything. And if you continue on the series, you see how he just gets more and more powerful. And you can kind of tell from the beginning that he was one of those characters that we're gonna like kind of overshadow the main character in a way, especially because Itadori has Sukuna in him. So mainly people follow Sukuna more than Itadori. At least I did, in a sense, because Sukuna is just a way cooler character than Itadori. And I think when I first started Jujutsu Kaisen, I thought it was going to be a Naruto situation where Sukuna like turns good, but that's definitely not the case here. But Megami is definitely up there, character wise. Now we got Shoko as a character. We don't really see her do much. I'm gonna put her at C. Urahime, kind of the same thing. We don't see her do much. Not even in the prequel episodes. She's just there. But then we got the old man with the guitar. That man, I think his powers are super dope. I think we need more of them, so I can put him in A tier for sure. But I think right now he's B tier. And we got Geto twice, so we're just not gonna do him. But we have Itadori. So this is gonna be a controversial opinion. I think Itadori is honestly B tier, character wise. I love Itadori, but as the show will progress on, he will definitely rise up. But where he's at now, I think he's just overshadowed by a lot of other people. And if I'm putting my B tier, I'm putting him. This is in no particular order, like size wise, side wise, but on the B tier characters, he's definitely better than all these guys. And then he's like a close second to these guys over here at A tier. So if there was like a B plus tier, B plus A minus tier, Itadori would be there for sure. And let's just say that this Ghetto was, let's say, Meme D tier. If there's another tier I could put, I'd put Meme D tier. Her relationship with her brother is just too weird. I was actually like super stoked that there was like no like weird romance relationships, but then Mei came along with her brother and it kind of ruined that. So we're gonna pretend this Gato is Mei. But that is my opinion. No one in particular order up top for sure. But if I did put them in order, I'm honestly putting Mahito as the best S tier character. He's a man that gets down to business, and he's pretty strong, pretty like a well designed character in my opinion. Yeah, he does some pretty shady stuff, but he is pretty dope. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Please leave a comment who you think is S tier in your opinion, and leave a comment if I'm just absolutely wrong about some of these characters. But like I said, this video is just my opinion. I'm based on what I've seen off the anime. I know some stuff from the manga, but I wanted to avoid that for now for the general audience. But this is what I think, guys. So let me know and see ya. Peace.